Hey yogis, this is Caitlin. I'm here today to show you guys how to do forward fold. Now, if you're all familiar with forward fold, obviously that's something that's done within a sun salutation A or a half sun salutation A, or it's supposed you can just take in and of itself to help relieve stress. I find that I like a lot of the movements that are gonna mentally be good for me. I'm very big on yoga for stress. So I find a lot of times if I'm getting overwhelmed or something, taking a nice forward fold is just, I don't know what it is. It's like the blood rushing to your head helps you clear your mind and just relax, breathe. Mostly is the thing that you're going to focus on too while you're forward fold, and it just helps you just relax, get calm, get centered, grounded, especially since you're trying to keep your balance. So I see some comments around the way about how exactly are you supposed to do a forward fold. There's a lot of misconceptions as to you have to touch the mat with your hands, you have to keep your knees and your legs completely straight, and those are all false. There's definitely modifications to take in this pose, and there is no set rule for one way to do this, and I'm here today to demonstrate the correct way to do it so that you don't hurt yourself and that you can get into it safely and where you're supposed to be, if that's even a thing. So if you'd like to join me on your mat, I'm going to start off in Uttanasana mountain pose, and if you don't know what that is, I will cue that for you too. So come to the front of your mat, feet together, toes touching, or if your toes are not touching comfortably, you can keep your feet about a fist width distance apart. Bend your knees slightly, squeeze your quads so that you don't flex your knees or hyperextend your knees, keeping your pelvis neutral so that your front hip bones are matching your back hip bones, tucking your tailbone slightly, lifting up through your ribs, shoulders down away from your ears, chin parallel to the mat, and then reaching through the crown of your head, up to the sky, up to the stars if it's nighttime for you. And then just take a couple of seconds just to get grounded here. Breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. And then when you're feeling ready, we will start by grounding down through all four corners of your feet. Inhale, arms up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, forward fold, and then here is how we start to move into this pose. We bend our knees slightly and then tilt forward from our pelvis, and obviously you're not going to get into it this slow. Keeping your spine straight as if it's pouring out from your hips. And then as far as your hands go, you don't have to put them flat on the mat. You can bring them to your shins or the tops of your feet, or if you happen to be flexible in your hamstrings, you can most certainly put them down on the mat. I'm not entirely warmed up right now, so this is as far as I'm going. I'm feeling sensation, not pain. All right, so you don't want to ever push yourself and then cause an injury. It's very easy to pull a muscle here. I've definitely done it numerous times. So then from here, we're going to ground down through our feet, look up towards the top of the mat, and start to come straight up, flat back, all the way up to stand with your hands touch over your head, and then exhale, bring your hands to your heart for Anjali Mudra. And then since, as I mentioned before, you will feel the blood rushing to your head, so you want to make sure that when you come up from a forward fold, you take a couple of moments to take some breaths and then ground yourself down, remain grounded, just to collect yourself if you got a little dizzy. And then we'll do that again a little bit quicker. So once again, Tadasana mountain pose. Exhale, ground down through all four corners of your feet. Inhale, arms up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees slightly, flat back, tilting your pelvis forward and up as if your spine is spilling out from your hips, and hands come to your shins, tops of your feet or the mat if you can reach. It's not the goal. And then inhale, look towards the top of your mat. Start to stand up with a straight spine. Bring your arms up over your head. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to your heart, Anjali Mudra. Or hands to your side, whichever the flow calls for. And once again, just take a couple of moments to ground, focus, relax. You should feel a nice little sensation on the back of your hamstrings. You should not feel any tension in your back at all. And then that is forward fold, you guys. So if you have any other questions, or you're still unsure of something, or if you've done it successfully and you'd like to post your video or picture, please do. Thank you so much, you guys. Have a good day.